Hi guys, welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys so much. So today we're going to be checking out a video of a guy who is homeless. He actually works 50 hours a week and still cannot afford to actually get accepted. He doesn't qualify for an apartment in America, of course, because that's where you don't get qualified easily. We have to talk about, I think I've made a couple of videos on how the apartment, when you're trying to rent any apartment, the amount of ridiculous things that they ask you to actually meet requirements that they want you to meet before you're accepted into the apartment has become really, really ridiculous. And it is really sickening, because why are you asking for so much from a person when typically almost everyone have that same, like they're still having the same pay? Do you still want you to actually have a very perfect credit score when that is something that's very hard to do? For you to actually keep a very perfect credit score, for you to actually make 3 times the rent, and it's like the rent just keeps going up and it's so high that many people have to even be managing and be trying to live with roommates and so many things just to make sure, or cuts on a lot of their lifestyle, their usual lifestyle. They have to reduce and minimize it to the lowest just to meet up with all these bills that come monthly. You just consistently have to deal with that thing monthly. So this guy, this is what he's going through. We're going to be checking out the video and hear what his story is. Anyways guys, before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section by the end, of course.
Hey there, it's Tyler coming to you from the Prius. I have been homeless for over 100 days. I live here in this Prius, which is a rental car, and I work more than full time. I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states in America today. And, you know, I put out a couple videos recently about this, and a lot of people watched them, and there was mixed reviews. And thank you for those of you who had positive and constructive comments. And we're at a divide in this country right now where, you know, there seems to be this idea that if you want to be able to survive and work a job and be able to afford a home and a car and things like that, the essentials, somehow that is getting misconstrued for socialism. I've been called a socialist more times in the last few days than I care to count. And how is that socialism? Because when you think about it, right, just 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people could work one job, afford to buy a home, have a car, a newer car, a yearly vacation. You go back a little bit further, like 30 years ago, one person could earn for a whole family, could have a partner, children, a new car, and a yearly vacation on one income. So how are we at this point where people like myself that are working can't afford a place to even live? But then when we ask for that, it's somehow called socialism. I don't understand how we've gotten there, and I think it is the propaganda that has been put on us by politicians. You know, we are being screwed in America today by both political parties. Both of the political parties, Democrat and Republican, are the people that have driven us into the ditch that we are in now, like Marianne Williamson says. And they are not going to, we can't expect the same people that drove us into the ditch to drive us out of the ditch. We're at a point now, folks, where we have got to take the wheel right now, because I feel like we're on the Titanic just hurtling towards that iceberg. And unless we make changes, I think things are only going to get worse. But first, we have to have these conversations. Some people recently told me that it's useless what I'm talking about. I don't think so. I think we need to be able to talk to each other. I have friends that are both Democrat and Republican. I talk to them both and have respectful conversations with both of them. And we're able to do that. But I know that's not always the case in this country right now. We are at a point where we are at each other's throats, and we've got to be able to tone it down and realize that we are being sold a bad deal in America right now. And everything is so polarized, and it's polarized on purpose so that we fight each other, that we hate each other. And that is what the powerful and the elite want from us. Because if they can keep us powerless, it keeps them powerful. So let us open this conversation and the dialogue, but in a manner that is respectful, and through the understanding that we are all a lot alike, more alike than we are different. We all want to have good things for ourselves and our family. You know, I shouldn't have to live in a car, a rental car, mind you, and work 50, sometimes 60 hours a week and not qualify for a place to live. And that is not because I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm out here grinding every day, trying my best. Also while battling anxiety and depression. And it's not easy, but I'm trying. And there's a lot of people trying in America right now. There is a lot of people right now that are really doing everything they can when everything is being put against them. And I think it's so easy to get on a keyboard and say you're lazy, oh, you're a socialist, you know, you want the government to just take care of you. I don't want the government to take care of me. But what I want is a fair chance to build a life that I love. But how can I do that when I can't even afford a place to live, when I'm spending 7 days a week working up to 60 hours? That's not a way. So let us find ways we can have meaningful conversations. I think it starts there. The highest form of knowledge is empathy. And I think empathy and compassion are some of the most powerful foundations in life, and the understanding. And it comes right back to that understanding that we are more alike than we are different. And that comes from a place of compassion and empathy. And it was Rue McClanahan, who played Blanche on the Golden Girls, that famously said, she said, compassion is the foundation for everything. And if you have the ability to bring compassion to the dinner table, you can make your life really count. And that was by Rue McClanahan. It's one of my favorite all-time quotes. And so let's just all pause and find what we can agree on, and not look at whether we're a Democrat or we're a Republican. Let's put that to a side, because guess what? That's not working. That's been a bad deal that we were sold on a long time ago. And
when it comes to people actually being like, when they come on social media and they're vulnerable and maybe talking about the present condition, economic condition that majority of us are going through, when it comes to, it's not even a situation of just one country, worldwide. There are a lot of people that are struggling and suffering. There's a lot of changes, like things, people who had, like, we are in a situation where it's either you are just poor, you're just poor, or you are rich. So the class divide and how the society has become. So now most times when you're even like, let me be vulnerable, let me talk about what is going on with me, let me talk about what is going on in the world at most, let's talk about how the governments are treating us, how we are broke and everything. Then some people want to have this conversation and be like, oh, you are just like lazy, all you guys want to do is complain and stuff like that. But I feel like it's okay to just, you know, have conversations. We're already like really wildly divided in this world. We are very, very divided. So to see that they don't even want you to have a voice, to even talk, like for you to even complain, they'll be telling you that you are lazy, you are this, maybe something is wrong, maybe the way you're acting. You just need to, you know, find a way to spend your money in wiser and stop acting crazy, make right decisions and stuff like that. But it's like, does it make sense that a person is actually working and still struggling? If a person, tell me what's the difference between, imagine him, right, living in a car while he's working, and someone who is not working, they are unemployed, and they are living outside on the street or possibly in their car too. What's their difference, please? So it's like, you work, you're still struggling. You don't work, you're still struggling. So what is the motivation? I'm not saying everybody's going through this. There are actually some people who are actually, they work and they're living well, they're living in a more better situation. They are not homeless. Not everybody's homeless. Some people have money, we know that. But I'm like, for this type of people who are still like, they are still battling, you can't even qualify to get into an apartment while you are. Does it make sense? Like, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Like, what's the motivation? Because at the end of the day, it seems there's no reward for you even trying to work, trying to better your life. Like, there's no reward at the end for some people. And it's so sad and heartbreaking.
Let's see. All you need is first month's 500 and a deposit of 250. Okay, word. That sounds good. I can do that. Thank you. Let's see now. All you're gonna need is first and last 850 and a deposit of 850. All right. I can still do that. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna need my notebook. See, all you need is 3 times the rent. Okay, first and last, 1900. Deposit of 1900. A credit score of 750 or higher. Okay, no evictions in the last 12 years. Also, we have no pets, no off-street parking, no backyard, no utilities included. Late fees are $50. Application fee is $65, and it's non-refundable. And you maybe need a third-day job. Yeah. See, also, I'm gonna need your firstborn's birth certificate, some Yahoos, and some fruit snacks. Oh, hell no. I'm all set. Thank you. Mom!
I think this apartment, the demands that they ask for, the qualification that they want you to meet, and all those requirements for you to get an apartment is really ridiculous. Because I feel like if the person just shows you their pay and they're able to pay you consistently, like every month, that's okay. Like, just take it at this point. I think America has like too many rules for apartments. It is like highly ridiculous, very ridiculous. Because in other countries, you just go and you're trying to get into an apartment. Yeah, maybe they might just do a little bit of like background into places, or sometimes all the landlords might even care about is just, are you gonna pay me? As long as you pay me monthly, I don't care what you have going on. And if you feel like breaking your lease, okay, please, like, leave gently, like, just leave. I just need you to leave my property in a good way. So people have different rules in different countries, but definitely I'm going to say the American apartments, getting into those apartments right now is very, very ridiculous. The things that they ask you to meet is like, damn. I'm going to tell you not to even breathe loud soon. They ask you for so many fees, ridiculous amount of fees that you need to pay just to get into the apartment. By the end of the day, you'll just be so broke and have nothing in your pocket. That is why some people actually stick to the apartment that they are living in. Like, whatever they find themselves living in, they just stay there, because what are you doing trying to change and move somewhere else? Because moving means you're signing a whole different new lease, and you're going to be asked for so many things. Guys, that's it for this video. You all, thank you all for watching this video to the end. I really appreciate you guys. Please, before you leave, don't forget to click the like button. That really helps with the algorithm. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.